professionalism to the show right out of the blocks.
Okay.
Is that cool?
It sounds good.
Let's welcome the economic major who just happens to be in town. That would be Bill Bellamy. Bill, how are you?
Hey, guys, what's happening?
Hey,
can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. So Friday night, you're going to be at the Funny Bone here in Tampa. That's correct, right?
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a good time, man. I'm making it a theme weekend, all white party. We'll bring out the white. It's almost the end of summer, so I wanted to have like a fun theme, like a party vibe.
Awesome.
How often have you come to the Tampa Bay area?
I normally get there once a year, but I missed last year, so I was like, this year I'm really, really excited to get back there and to see all the growth in the city is incredible.
No, for sure.
The last 10 years, you guys have got so much new business, so many new spots to go hang out. I love the growth.
Well, what's funny, as you may or may not be aware, the Tampa Bay area and mainly across the bridge in St. Pete, was known as old fogey. You come here to die, and then all of a sudden it's 40-year-olds, then 30-year-olds, and then Ybor and all that, and it's 20-year-olds, and it's now the place to come to.
Yeah. You know what I find that is absolutely hilarious? Nobody tells you. Once you cross that bridge to St. Pete, you can't turn around.
Well, that's not true, because once you come off the bridge, you can illegally turn underneath and make a U-turn underneath the bridge.
So you know that.
Yeah.
You know that. You got the cheat code.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Bill, does that change? Does that change your material because of the growth of St. Pete with so many migrants coming here? Like if you do a show in the Midwest, you can kind of talk about typical stereotypes of the Midwest people. Does it change your material when you come to a place like Tampa?
Yeah, well, it does, because you got to understand that there's such a mix of people there now. Like you said, you got young people, you got 30s, 40s, you got old heads in there. So the good thing about it is the mixture is so cool that you get a little bit of everything. And the crazy part is so many people from New York and New Jersey that are down there. So I got a lot of East Coast people.
Yeah, Bill.
I think a lot of...
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Bill.
I think when a lot of people get in trouble up north, I think they come to Tampa till it calms down.
And then if it's still going in Tampa, they cross the bridge and come to St. Pete.
Yeah.
And it's so true.
You just keep hiding.
Exactly.
Bill, you have no idea how true a statement you just made is. I'll tell you what, I have a friend who lost his driver's license in New Jersey, and he came to Florida to get a license. He got his license in Florida and went back to Jersey. Can't make this stuff up.
Bill,
We call it the cleanup spot.
Yeah. Well, again, I need to keep FCC. I need to keep a lot of things professional, but Tampa and cleanup spots sometimes, it doesn't go right. Because that Tampa's the capital of a lot of things, and we'll just leave it at that right now. Talk about what it's like, to write a joke. What goes into writing it, what goes into performing it, and making it work.
I think what makes a joke work is relatability. Like if you hit a topic, like we just said, like the cleanup spot, or how real it is that people come down there when they, they're trying to chase their life, right?
Yep.
But to write a joke like that and get it perfected in that area, people would die laughing, because everybody knows somebody like that. Like, yo, man, I had to come down here to St. Pete, man, for at least 6 months. They're looking for me in a Poughkeepsie,
Well, you know what the funny thing about that whole segment is, Mike, you came down from New York. Do you have a driver's license?
I don't have a driver's license. That's because I lived in Manhattan for 25 years, and I didn't have a car.
He's waiting for the DMV to lose him out of the system.
Exactly.
I don't think it happens anymore. I think they stay forever now. It's not the 7-year itch anymore.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Hey bro! With this new AI stuff, those days are over. When no one's gonna be able to hide anymore, bro.
That's right.
Nobody. They got AI doing. AI will tell you your whole life in 0.3 seconds.
Bill, you're going to be playing across the street from a bar in Ybor. It's called Bad Monkey. They have facial recognition cameras. So as soon as you walk in, the owner knows exactly who's in there, if he ever started a fight, if he ever walked out on his tab.
How much his tab is.
Yep, he's got it all. And it's like, wow, this is like he spent a lot of money on this. That's pretty, I don't know if that's paranoid or if that's thorough.
So with
I think guys should, you know what? I think guys should have that on the first date. That first date AI. so you know if she's gonna get an appetizer or entree.
Yeah, she's gonna get the lobster and the surf and turf.
So Bill,
right.
So with
or soda.
Or soda. Yeah.
So with AI picking up, the past, and your past, you came from MTV. You were a monster on MTV Jams. We're a combat sports show. This is Knockout Radio. We talk primarily combat sports, but coming from the music industry, there are a lot of rap songs that reference combat sports. Most notably, maybe Tupac. When he did the walkout song for Tyson the night he died. And E40 when he referenced The Ultimate Fighter and Shamrock and Severin. So how much does how much does rap community play into like sports culture?
Well, I think they overlap because, like you said, sports and, fighting is a part of the culture, right? It's like hip hop, it's an extension of who we are. Like, who knew that UFC would blow up to the level? When I was coming up, it was wrestling and boxing pretty much. So now we got all these new different fighters, different types of fighter, mixed martial arts. You got Krav McGraw, you got, judo guys. Like, there's so many eclectic things. And think about it. Every last one of them come out to music. Yeah. Every last one of them come out to music. And they come out to a song that's indicative of their personality or what the vibe is for that night. So I think the marriage of hip-hop and sports is like a perfect combination.
You forgot to mention one or two other sports. Have you seen the newest thing that's taking over America? It's called Car-Jitsu.
Now, oh my God, what is that?
It's two guys or girls. They are strapped in their seatbelt in the front seat, and when the alarm goes off, they go at jiu-jitsu. It's a fight, and they got to take their belt off. And the first one and it's crazy, but Google it or YouTube it and check that thing out.
Wow, unreal.
Wow, I think that's what they should do for people who have road rage. You know what? Instead of shooting each other, get in the car. Strap in, give you 5 minutes to get it out. Get it 5 minutes to get it out.
Genius.
And then people will stop having road rage.
I agree with you, and I was going to say, coming from a comedian who tells jokes, that's not a joke. Right. I would love that. I think it should be mandatory. You get pulled over, and they put the two in the back of a U-Haul. They continue driving with you two in the back of the U-Haul, and you fight it out.
And when I open that door, whoever's left in there standing, it's over. You won. Now drive home and go get your Band-Aids put back on.
Exactly. So, Bill, I ask fighters all the time, what's the craziest, strangest thing, that's happened in the middle of a fight or whatever. So what's the craziest, strangest thing that ever happened to you while you were on stage?
I think the craziest thing was a drunk girl hit one of the guys over the head with a champagne bottle.
Damn.
Right, but what was perfect, it was right on the punchline of a joke. So it actually worked. It was like I said something, then you heard, pow! And everybody was like looking around. I was like, nope, it's just white people having fun.
So Bill, look,
it's so nice.
so going back a step, you knew a lot of different disciplines. I mean, Snoop Dogg just got a recognition of a black belt in judo. Do you go to fights? Are you a fight fan? Like, what's your favorite sport to go to?
More importantly, as you're talking about Snoop Dogg, is it true that he's making $300,000 a day at the Olympics?
I hope so, because every time I see him, he always smiling and he always high. So
Yeah, well,
I think that something is conducive to that attitude.
well, but on the same line, if you're talking Snoop Dogg, it doesn't matter if he's at the Olympics, at his house, in the car, he's always high. So we know that. But he's making a good amount of coin over there, that's for sure.
I thought he was just there to do the high jump.
Not bad.
I think the thing that is amazing about Snoop is he's like everybody's best friend. Like, he's been around long enough. Everyone's familiar. He symbolizes cool. He is a part of our culture. So he's like a mascot in a way to me.
I met him.
A mascot for the culture.
I met him on Radio Row at the Super Bowl one year, and you run across celebrities and fans come up and media come up, and Snoop stopped for every single person, talked to him, took pictures, and that was my only interaction with him, and what an outstanding experience it was.
Yeah. He's a super great guy, and I think you're right. I think he's getting some real coin over there. That's why I'm leaving for Paris tonight. I think I'm gonna go over there and get a.
So Bill, you're coming to Tampa.
Go over there and get me a little quick 25,000 and come back.
Bill, you're coming to Tampa this weekend. You're performing live at the Funny Bone in Ybor City. How can people get a hold of the show? Are there still tickets available? I know you sell out pretty quick. So how do people find information for this weekend?
Tampa, TampaFunnyBone.com. Make sure you come to that second show. We got some surprises on the late show, so I think people will have a good time. Thank you guys for the opportunity, man, and keep killing it on the radio. Knockout Radio, #1.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate it, Bill.
See you, Bill.
Awesome. Thanks, Bill.
Hi, baby.
Bill Bellamy coming to the Tampa Bay area. Funny guy. And I purposely didn't bring up, I didn't know a lot about his background, and his cousin is in the NBA Hall of Fame.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Who's that?
Who is the funniest, largest?
Oh, Shaq.
Shaq is his.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, how about that?
Deputy or sheriff?
Sheriff Shaq.
Yeah, Sheriff
Well, he's
Shaq.
been a sheriff for a long time. He was one in Orlando. He had the badge. And, Tim Sylvia is an honoree, too. He does like one day a year.
Oh, we talked to Tim Sylvia last night.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, on the first edition of the TV show. and what an outstanding guy Tim was.
Oh, he was great. And he was so humble.
Yeah.
He was a little upset about being told it was an honor to slap you in the slap fight. But other than that.
Which was a true story. We talked about that. That was slap fighting in Branson. Tim will be defending. We really didn't talk to him about defending, but we'll touch base on the TV show, or at least lay a little bit of the groundwork about that and what we discussed last night when we return. Coming to you live from the Cool Breeze AC broadcast facility. This is Knockout Radio, brought to you by 8 Man Strong, Bucked Up Energy Drink, and BioAccelerate.
Hey, this is Lance Parrish from the '84 World Champion Detroit Tigers, and you're talking sports with